Director of Proceedings, or ED, Mr. Etienne Maret. Our former First Lady, Madam Monica Ginkos, children, family, and the entire Namibian family of President Hage Geingob. You may be wondering why all the speakers who spoke tonight and those who spoke before are saying the same thing. Why are they so consistent? It's because the person whose life we are celebrating today has been very consistent. With President Hage, you know where you stand. You will hear words of inclusiveness because he deeply, deeply believes in that. President Hage hated tribalism. So if you want to turn him off, just show any tendency of tribalism. He will disown you. Last time I spoke to him was a few weeks ago, before he departed to the US. And as we were carrying on with the conversation, he heard me telling one of his daughters that I'm a patron of the Mashari Primary School in Kavango. So I could see he was in pain. But he said, "Oh, you are?" So that's being a good Namibian. Because some of you who just want to be patrons of your village schools or schools of towns where you come from. That's who he was, a good Namibian. We'll hear words of sports. He was very passionate about sports, particularly soccer. Again, in the same conversation, he was telling us that he used to be a soccer player, but he says soccer must be civil, not be violent. He narrated a story that when he used to play for a team in Ojiwarongo, they used to play with some teams in Ocho. But he says the lesson they learned was that if you beat a team in Ocho, make sure that 5 minutes before the game is over, you kick the ball very far. And then you run into your truck. Because people in Ocho will throw you with stones. I believe we have moved on. I believe the people of Ocho have moved on. They no longer throw people with stones at soccer matches. President Geingob loved Namibia. And one of the things he mentioned that day was that for Namibia to make progress, we must continue to develop leaders that have got deep Namibian roots, but long global branches, because Namibia belongs to a global village, and Namibia can only prosper if we fully understand the needs of Namibia and the needs of Namibians, but if we can also articulate our needs in the global community and position Namibia in the global community. Tonight we have heard that he has molded many, many leaders. Those who spoke here have gone through their hand, or his hand. So I believe that's one of the responsibility that he has left with us, to mold leaders who have got deep Namibian roots, but are able to perform at the global stage, because that's what he was. I'm not here to give a speech tonight. I would like to thank Madam Geingob and the children who found strength to come and share this moment with us. We know this is not easy, but we appreciate your presence. I also want to thank the speakers, those who gave tribute tonight, for sharing with us the beautiful memories that you have with our president, or former president. I believe those who were writing will help us to capture these beautiful moments in their books. So thank you for sharing that part of the history with us. Bishop Katenda, thank you for the beautiful sermon. These, your words, will remain with us during this difficult time and will continue to console us during this difficult moment. I would like to wish you a good night, although I am not the director of ceremony. Thank you very much.